And the nice, the wise, the eccentric and insane. The 5 years run by a red-headed dwarf with just one eye, whose affairs he decides with a pair of silver dice. Over the Zeppelin, you divide it, every street boss presides, and we hear his song each afternoon as he flies by. There's prisons made of lead, and gargoyles of iron tread, and Annabelle McAllister who's raising up the dead. Annabelle McAllister who's raising up the dead. Alchemist guide meets, and to join you have to crack the glass pearl from a young girl's dreams. A group of thieves they heard broke in the lodge to steal the pearls, but in the morning they were found there sitting staring unperturbed. The twilight ballroom say aphrodisiac contains nonsense, but yet they calculate in doorways anyway. There's inventors and bread, and upper class it has been said, and Annabelle McAllister was raising up the dead. Annabelle McAllister who's raising up the dead. Clever little Annabella with her clever head. Oh, Annabelle McAllister who's raising up the dead. recently deceased man found himself while in the world of living again. Bound in a body of gears and wheels, but oddly, he has no voice and his steel joints barely can bend. The one sound he makes, in fact, he streams radio broadcast. He plays a country station if you give him a pat. Our dearest Annabelle is quite thrilled and ecstatic. She has a friend who was once dead, and yet she broke back. What may please does not contend. All resolves but never ends. All that comforts is not true, and all you love does not love you.
I have a dolly and we like to go on walks. We like to stroll around the park while he listens to me talk about the people and the places that I never got to see. Cause I wouldn't leave my house, but that's before he was with me. We sat a while, which is wonderful to see. It's like a dream where no one calls me failure if I don't succeed. I have a dolly, it's like flowers in the spring, but no matter how I talk to him, he doesn't say a thing.
What may please does not contend. All resolves but never ends. All that comforts is not true, and all you love does not love you.
I have a dolly and we like to go outside. We like to smoke in the cabaret so people stare at me. I dream in carriages I always thought were nice, but never had someone to share them with because that's my life. Annabelle, no friends, you must be brilliant, and the best, you must be better. And just can't anywhere worthless. And now I have a dolly, a dear friend with whom I go out for walks and talks when he's mute and just plays the radio.
Elysium, the place, the way, the sorrows end. Why'd you bring me here again?
I have a dolly who can keep me company. We go to shows, parades, and cabarets so people stare at me. But I show that I'm brilliant and I conquer life and death. The only thing my father said is that one must be a success. But now I've got a friend, a silent, awkward fellow who can be for me to lean on when I feel sad and troubled. I have a dolly and it's very stabling, if not a little bit too distant, cause he doesn't say a thing.
What may please does not contend. All resolves but never ends. All that comforts is not true, and all you love does not love you. What you hold may wish to go, what you believe may not be so. All that brings you peace of mind may not stay for a long time.
We could share
destroys her doll, her beloved toy boy, and takes all the notes she's written and packs them away. So Annabella vows that she won't tell us so lonely, and defeated now she sadly creeps back to her lab. So we bid adieu to the first generation, but don't move, we've still 3 acts to get through, so come let's ensue. The future beckons and won't wait, the next generation's on its way. Dead things and broken love stories for us away. So the generations passed, Annabelle married at last, and she had a son. She named Edgar, but at last she died when he was 10. His heart was broken, but since then he's grown and found his darling faith, with whom he wants to wed. The redhead boy he had a son, but the son turned 31. He stabbed his father, so knew Mavas he become. As his father slowly died, he told his son when to stay tight. He was the proudest dad he met in his entire life. And Catholic girls around his the toast of the whole town. This is the most daring heist ever to abound. In reality, in fact, it's 2 18-year-old girls and their pet albatross excited and a brilliant mouse named Sam. And the thought is lost, they read the map that kept him lost. It communicates by opening its petals on and off. But alas, one day it went into a deep meditative trance, searching for enlightenment, and has not made a move since then. The restaurant was lovely, the food, the wine, it all seemed a perfect night, and she looked so divine. I poured myself a new one. She says it's over and done. She said she's found someone, and it's goodbye. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. I had the prawns with mango. She had the cod and miso. She said she loved me, and she really tried. I would have had the lime pie, but I was dying inside. She left. I sat, pretended not to cry. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns. One day trunk in the attic, where your grandmother's broken heart was tossed in a box with the ballet shoe and a dead soldier's cross. The old trunk in the attic, with the candlesticks your great uncle saved from the girl in the market, whose mother he once paid to go away. The old trunk in the attic, with the dress for a child but oddly worn, stained in the memory, and tears for a name you'll never learn. The old trunk in the attic, where your grandfather's glass eye lays to rest your sweet aunt's nostalgia, and Annabella's formula for raising up the dead. Annabella's formula for raising up the dead. Clever mother Annabella with a clever head. Oh, Annabella's formula for raising up the dead. Tries all the experiments he's read. Annabella's formula for raising up the dead. The experiments, of course, prove a success, and thus a crazy notion comes into his head. One day
You will see that I can be someone you never thought I'd be. One day you will see that I can be someone you never thought I'd be. My friend, step right up. I have brought you a thing. Why, it's a miracle process. You'll never believe. Your grandma, your parents, your child. I say, who, yes, whomever you lost, I can bring back to you. You doubt me, of course, think I'm out of my head. But this week I'll choose 5 folks and bring back their dead. And I'll put them in quality mechanical dolls, life size just for free, and you'll see it's not talk.
toll. All you hate enthralls your soul. When you win, you sometimes lose, and all you love does not love you. All your intentions take their toll. All you hate enthralls your soul. When you win, you sometimes lose, and all you love does not love you.
Hey, good to see you. I asked you here so you could listen to what I want to offer to you. That man who you left me for. You know he's in ruins. A broken down wreck, but Faye! My fortune booms, and I have a surprise. Your dear long dead dad. I've taken the liberty of bringing him back. He sits now in my parlor, but Faye, the only way you can see him or talk to him is to come back and stay.
Once we saw a band play. Years ago, I hardly knew you like I came to in our day. I was so excited. I fussed for hours prior. When you knocked my heart near, gave way. When does intimacy become so cruel and petty? Become a pit of loathing, disgust, and hate. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burned. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burned. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burned. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns.
So the years they fly, a generation goes on by. New places, new faces, a new Albion arrive. With all that echo brought back for Faye, he's sure enough. He is Jasper, the same one that Annabelle herself brought up. Edgar and Faye had a son, a young man whose name Byron. They've inherited the doll, his dear Jasper, which he loves. After years and years of folks bringing back their dead ones, droves of dolls fill the cities in the streets, homes and homes. some years, but then he was run out by 2 women and a brilliant mouse named Sam. The voodoo comes to rock the world. We're sitting there around a doll. They show up and do rallies in attempts to riot the crowd. coming over. The Shia pass back over. The Shia come back over. Dale, dale. The Shia coming over. The Shia pass back over. The Shia come back over. Dale, dale. The Shia coming over. The Shia pass back over. The Shia come back over. Dale, dale. The Shia coming over. The Shia pass back over. The Shia come back over. Dale, dale. Dale, dale. Dale, dale. Dale, dale. Hey. 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 Dale, dale. Dale, dale. Dale, dale.
In the night of heavens, in the movement, as I offer up my in movement, I don't need you to in movement. All I ask for is in movement. Drugs and dance and spirits world in movement. As we flee our Father's world at the crossroads, so it goes. Need a love you cannot show.
In movement.
Though I live within our
In movement.
our voodoo opens other lands.
In the movement.
Drugs and dance and spirits we
In the movement.
and we reject our Father's word.
In the movement. In the movement. Bringing by the blinding light at the crossroads and the bellows, we have come to court the shadows.
My friends, look around at this world that you know. The leeches are sucking it dry to the bone. The zombies are letting it all get away. So go for our jolly for a bit of the way. You don't need a master, no government. We'll take all the burden, tell you what to do. Our God will not lead you, will not lead you dry. No bribery, no mercy, no failure of mine. There's coming a time, not so far from right now, when your rights will be gone and they'll take you down, down. Instead of the system, my friends, walk away. To ecstasy, bring them a cabin one day. This welfare of zombies has come to an end. For people, you children are out of their heads. And left you with sex, drugs, drums, and the dead. Come now and join us, my friends.
After years, Jasper's taken words and instrumentations from the music he channels night and day. And he's used them to make a new song he can play to the crowd as he tries to communicate. Elysium, the silent side, lost lullaby, Elysium, the child who climbs the edge of time. Elysium night. Place the child you hardly knew, sail to in his wooden shoe, past the last star in the sky, where wishes never wished go by. Elysium, the silent side, lost lullaby. Elysium night, place where all love you shared went day by day till none was there, where yearning and forgotten dreams are nursery rhymes, the quiet sing. Elysium, the silent side, lost lullaby. Elysium night. Elysium, the child who climbs the edge of time. Elysium night. Childhood friend you knew was there, but never saw or touched him. They went when never called again, to place their loneliness all ends. All the sorrow, guilt, and shame, burdens borne and karma paid. One soft breath like candlelight, dispersed in endless Elysium nights. Elysium, the silent side, lost lullaby. Elysium nights. Elysium, the child who climbs the edge of time. Elysium nights. Just a song that he made. All the dolls in the town play as the shadows all throughout the day. There's a girl in a small flat with a cruel father who's quite sad, as she listens and feels a deep compassion.
Place I can
Beside the girl's body, the suicide note, and the words from the doll's song was all that she wrote. It was published in papers, discussed, yet despite this, the dolls kept broadcasting all day and all night. Columnists bantered, parent groups fumed, and distrust, fear, and anger all rose, spread, and loomed. The dolls were derided, distrust, and decried, and everyone waited for the match to ignite.
It won't be too long, folks, till our doll owns this town. We're voting him in, and it's happening now. You're all at the crossroads where worlds connect, and your kids are all dancing each night. Dead.
Kill the doll! Kill the doll!
Everyone screamed.
Now, hold on, this isn't at all what we need.
But whatever he meant, no one listened or heard. There was blood in their eyes, and the fighting was rare. The streets are chaotic as bonfires glow, and the feeling of anger and fear just grow. The dolls are picked up and then thrown in the fire, and the fever of violence and anger conspire. For Byron runs to find Jasper his love, and the dolls are torn limb from them, torched and burned up. No one's left to listen to speeches or cries. He fanned the flames that killed his dear doll tonight.
Where's my angel? Where's my angel? Where's my angel? Where's my
Remember at the start, the gambler and the monk played cards. Years before, a monk and gambler embarked on a long trek right through the great lands of the north. They had a debate about God, chance, and fate, and agreed it'd be settled with just one card game. Day after day, they sat there and they played as the weeks and the days and the months passed away. Travelers came in just to watch and drink gin, and bet on which sky, the gambler died. Meanwhile, we come back to the fourth and final act. Ivan found himself a trophy wife and had a daughter who he named Priscilla, and she came of age in a city that is now a police state. New Albion today is a harsh and martial place. The riots destroyed building streets and thoroughways. The city took control through a state of martial law that remains to this day as troops of armored cops patrol.
And on this day of my enlistment, I shed my skin up with and innocence. I pledge allegiance and devotion. I'll be the power that you flex. I am your arm of execution. I am the trigger of your gun. I am the binding and the order. My duty to you has begun.
Searches on the law looking for remaining dolls, and have found execution is immediate for all. Any token of the dead, either relative or friend, is forbidden if found. You may or may not be seen again. Jasper's still around and he's with Priscilla now. He's sit and hide deep within the family house. They spend their days resigned to the brutal world outside and play a never-ending game of cards to pass the time. Ghosts of towns, ghosts of cities, games that brought their sad demise. The only way to end the game, one who plays must sacrifice.
Diamonds now I freeze. Outside we die and there is nowhere else I'd rather stay. In that school beyond these walls is a golden horse and vicious blade.
ways must sacrifice.
And on the day we come, it's over. And you will have your grave laid out and spun its execution. And you may pray if you get convert. It's on that day our duty's done.
Ghost of Faye, the child I loved, whose eyes and smile you remind me of. In the years I've been trapped here, only you I've come to love. A ghost am I, one if they knew of who with you they'd come and kill. Ghosts of death, I wish to die, but sacrifice so you might live. Ghosts of love, of little girls you talked and watched as they grew up. Ghosts of things and rings and gifts you give to them so they might live. Ghosts of towns, ghosts of cities, that brought their sad demise. The only way to end the game, one who plays must sacrifice.
And on the day we come, it's over. And you will have your grave laid out and spun its execution. And you may pray if you get convert. It's on that day your duty's done.
Some speak about love in a sweet way, enchantment, romance, and dizzy dream states, and some just wait and pace their page. Some speak about love as a passion, as rapture and
stop themselves. Nothing that you've ever held. Were you promised or reneged? And sometimes when you lose, you win. Priscilla, what you do when they come for me, you know they'll also kill you too. You're young, your songs unsung. There's still so much for you to do. Priscilla, what you do, they will come and you must run or else they'll kill you too. Your life, so I can die, is long and you must know that's true. Ghosts of lives, I've watched fall and pass me by. Ghosts of all the selfish vain, all the blindness, all the pain, all the fools and petty games, all the sadness, all the same.
And on the day we come, it's over. And you will have your fate laid out and start its execution. And you may pray if you get caught.
One day you will learn,
It's on this day our duty's done.
and you will burn like my heart burns. One day you will learn, and you will burn like my heart burns.
Your son tested as it is day. It will be carried out this
All the
prayers that you once
sadness, all the same.
Circles never stop themselves. Nothing that you've ever held. Were you promised or reneged? Sometimes when you lose, you win.
Soldier 725, you were hereby notified of court martial for negligence of duty. Why didn't you fire?
I saw her eyes, I've never
stories for another time. Our tale for this evening comes to a close. So we bid adieu to our players and of course you. We hope this little history lesson we've shown has been illuminating. Our facts have been